And today on Project Benelli got too wetty. Unfortunately, I'm waiting for the engine. It's completely roasted to toasted, as you saw in the other video. Thought while I'm waiting for it, tidy up the bike, clean it up, get it all ready for the engine. One of the things I wanted to do while I was working on the previous customers, Benelli, and we all noticed how well the Italians tape up their electrics, no expense spared. This is the front end of mine. Thankfully, I've not seen any broken wires, just tape coming off of my hands. Let's rub through the insulation here. Let's say the Italians, no expense spared. But yeah, gonna tidy all that up. Shouldn't take too long and put that all back together. But I thought, while this is apart, let's solve a mystery that's been surrounding these Benelli TNT 125s for a while. And this is how I am so far. But the mystery I'm trying to solve is, put simply, on these bikes, when you're riding at night, naturally want a bit more light. So you go and press that button to your full beam. Now when you're riding normally, I believe you have just these on. The spot lamp under it. But I believe you have just these on. Switch that switch, and I believe two of these go off. This comes on. In terms of visibility for night riding, every TNT rider will agree with you, it's absolutely crap. However, here's where it gets weird. Hold that button in, you pass switch, and it lights the whole thing up, making visibility no concern at all. It's absolutely perfect. Problem is, it's a hold down switch, it's not a click. People use leggy bands normally, put a leggy band around it, holds it in place sometimes, most of the time, and that'll do it. Or some people will try and put this halfway like that. It's not supposed to go like that, but there's a little position where it seats halfway. It's very tricky to do, especially when you're riding a bike. Taking a bit of attention away from the road to do that, and like, see, if it's not perfect or you go over a bump, it's just gonna bash it off, and essentially you're not gonna have perfect headlights. So there's no proper ways to fix this on the internet as of yet that I've found, but I've come up with one. Well, that's how far I am on one. And put simply, all I'm trying to do is swap these switches around, so when that does that, it does what that does, and just vice versa, essentially. Unfortunately, because it's LEDs and not halogen, it's a bit more tricky than I thought. I mean, this is where I am at the minute, because all I essentially thought is just swap wires around for each switch. It's almost like that, but it ain't like that. Basically, when you pass, you got a red wire, which I believe is your positive, to a dark blue wire, which goes to your headlight, and I believe that's the full beam function on your headlight. And you did it full, however, it's a red and orange wire powering the two systems. What the difference is between these two wires, I'm not too sure yet. However, when the engine is here and it's running, we can find that out, because you can't just do it off idle on these bikes. I don't know why, but when the engine arrives, that mystery will be solved. However, as you can see, it switches between a light blue, which is on your dipped function, which goes directly to the headlights. Don't even touch the rest of the bike, just straight to the headlights. See power, yeah. And then dark blue, which is the same wire as this one, which powers your full beam. However, this is where it gets confusing for me, because essentially the only difference in wires, or the only difference in this full beam circuit to that full beam circuit, is the power cable. As you can see on the pass switch, it's a red and white wire. On the dipped, it's a red and orange wire. And when they connect to dark blue, one lights up one way, one lights up the other. This I don't know why. I will find, once I've solved that mystery, the rest of it will come clear. However, the way as I'm looking at the minute is maybe from this connector here, I might take these two wires out and build a switch on my own. So essentially I would bridge these two wires somewhere else further down the LAN and just put like a toggle switch or something, an actual click switch rather than a lever switch, which is probably the simplest method to do, but especially the way I'm planning. But before I do that, when the bike is running, I intend to swap these two wires over like that and see what happens. Obviously, when I flick the toggle switch to dark blue, red and white would be connecting with red and white, and it'd be a permanent switch. However, the only thing I don't know is when that red and white is powering that dip light blue, what happens exactly. But this is the fun about electrics. We figure it out as we go along. But for now, until I solve that mystery, Amy Bikes out.